Hello guys, I really hope you enjoyed week 3, and I just want to go through and mention a few areas that have a high potential for taking a step further, or at least changing it in a more interesting way for your own effects. Firstly, obviously the beginning section is more about what kind of shield you'll be wanting. So to some extent, what could look quite cool, instead of going for the standard spherical one, is having an invisible shield that's more of a shield shape. So a standard sort of like a rectangular area in front of the character instead of a sphere. There's quite a lot of potential if you went with something like that, because the bullets would be flying past and missing, and then some bullets would hit, and you could get a really nice edge if it was a square, and work on how the ripples travel along the edges of that kind of a shield. Whereas with a sphere, you kind of you don't have anything extra on top of this to add detail to. So that could be one way to go. Secondly, we get down to the interesting particle setup and the volume. So if you did have the square, obviously you'd need to find a different way to manage those collisions, but you could most of the time still get away with using some kind of SDF or fake SDF collision in the case of the particles. And then, as ever, down here there's so much room to change, because as a general theme for my work, it should be about experimenting. And it's more important than doing exactly this is messing around with your own experiments and seeing what kind of interesting layers you can get. These are kind of just the layers that came together while I was experimenting, and if I had done this on a different day, maybe I would have a very different looking effect. So as ever, experimentation is key. At the point when you've got at least a natural looking sim, see how much further you can take it after that. That's the most important part at the end of this week, is to really push yourself after the sim is complete and take it to a whole nother level. So I hope you have fun doing that, and I will see you guys in week 4.